nice vibes, right? Those volunteers from Ireland. Wow, them have vibes, man. Them roasting. We're going to bring that word to Jamaica, right? Roasting, for sure. And of course, you got to understand that these volunteers have been waiting since 2020 because of the pandemic. They weren't able to come. And we have several volunteers that come from all over the world that make a contribution to the Mustard Seed community, which is our parent company, to support, whether it's through cash or kind, and construction work, just volunteerism in general, and that's a big deal. As we say, caring, sharing, and training. Well, we have a guest who is also under that mantra as well in terms of caring and sharing, and his training and his philanthropic work is a big deal. He's a businessman, a son of Westmoreland, successful businessman, let me add that, and action and business coach. Moses Chaibar. He's not a stranger. He's been here before, but he has his latest project is a big deal as well, you know. We're giving thanks for his body transformation and fitness challenge. All right. So, well, he's not in the gym right now. I see he's driving, but I know he's going to be in the gym very soon. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you so much for having me. How are you doing?
Oh, we're awesome, and we're also excited about having you once again, because it's not the first time you've been on before, and you know you're always involved with something that is just so powerful in terms of different projects, you know. And I always wonder, Moses, how you do it, how you have, you know, that time management thing. You have it down packed, you know, with being involved with so many things. But in particular now, we're going into the challenge of transformation in terms of weight loss in the community. And as we say, it's not often that a businessman is into wellness, you know, not often at all. How did you get into wellness as we celebrate Wellness Wednesday today on Rootsology?
That's a very interesting question. Mm-hmm. As you rightly said, I'm a businessman. I have been for over 30 years now. But I tell you, like most people around, starting business from scratch takes a lot out of you in terms of your time. Mm-hmm. You find yourself working 16, 20 hours per day, which is what happened to me.
Wow.
And I ended up in a situation where I was not getting enough rest. I was not eating properly. Mm-hmm. I had a broken down immune system, was feeling really sick, tired. Really not. I was feeling like twice my age. Mm-hmm. I got to a point one time where exhaustion, I came close to collapsing because of that.
Wow.
And that was my wake-up call. Mm-hmm. And I saw this doctor, Anthony Vendries.
Mm-hmm. We're very familiar with Mr. Vendries, yeah, for sure.
And he helped me to understand that life is not just about business or just going, but your nutrition, balancing your rest, all of those things are very important. Otherwise, he said something to me that and this is so important, and it just stayed with me. Mm-hmm. He said, what would be the point in accumulating a lot of wealth and never get around to enjoying it?
Absolutely.
Never get sick to really enjoy it. Mm-hmm. And so that's my aha moment. That was my wake-up call, and since then I adopted this healthy lifestyle practice. Mm-hmm. And I've been my best to bring balance to my life so that I take care of my health and also to do the business. And the thing is, so many people around me are in the same position that I was in. Mm-hmm. And so I said, you know what, let me share, let me become an advocate.
Yeah.
And that's how I got started.
Excellent, man. And then I must ask, what inspired you to have the discipline? Because a lot of people start, you know, especially when we have the New Year's resolutions coming on, and this transformation will go for the next 28 days. And I know you're going to be having something again in January. But what propels you to have that discipline, to keep it, and have kept it up for so many years?
Well, it's like I said earlier, that there's no point in having assets or having money or having fame but not enjoying any of it. And the true meaning of life is experience, having good experiences and creating great memories.
Right.
And you can't do much of that when you are struggling to maintain your health, to deal with too much pain and unnecessary suffering. So for me, it has become a way of life.
Right.
Best way I can put it is just imagine getting up in the morning and you brush your teeth on a Sunday morning and you wait another month before brushing it again, then something is very wrong there. So unless you do it every day, you're not going to maintain that level of hygiene that you want. So daily discipline for health is just like that, becoming a
Right. So very important. So the next thing I wanted to mention to you, I find that in Jamaica, and even now, in particular with children, there's an obesity problem. And that obesity problem is because even of the said lifestyle we're talking about. I was just talking to the volunteers and we're talking about fried dumpling. And it's not that you can't have these things, but I think that we tend to have dinner at breakfast and, we're not exercising. And now what is very concerning to us is that our children are now obese. So talk to us a bit about obesity before we talk about this whole new project that you're doing for wellness transformation.
Obesity or overweight, poor eating habits I think, is the single most devastating problem we have in Jamaica on the health sector. You can hear the minister of
health.
Jamaica, all of these programs. Let me try and break it down a little bit, simplify it a little bit for you.
Please.
A lot of disease or risk for developing non-communicable diseases increases by leaps and bounds when we have too much weight, especially around the middle. Let me just quickly take some of them. Some cancers, hypertension, diabetes, hormone imbalance, all of those things are likely to go up whenever we are overweight.
Right.
But nutrition, by and large, is a fact. That's the biggest deal that affects our weight, and managing our weight has more to do with nutrition than with exercise. Unfortunately, a lot of persons seem to think that going to the gym every day, working out is everything, but it's really 80% nutrition.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
And so right now, a lot of money that is being spent by individuals and by the government themselves is really dealing with the whole matter of problems that came about as a result of poor eating habits.
Right.
In the past, you would have seen parents preparing meals at home, especially on a Sunday, and the family have that family dinner. That is not so popular anymore. It's mostly the fast food. And you mentioned the fried stuff. Everything is in moderation, so nothing is wrong in having a fried dumpling.
Right.
But you have that thing, fried stuff, fatty stuff every day. It's going to accumulate somewhere. And part of the challenge is that we burn a certain amount of calories per day, depending on our lifestyle, the type of work that we do. However, if we are consuming more than we are using, the body is going to store that.
Right.
And that but result in the fat, the big belly, the love handles, and then
Diabetes.
we start to have, it can even affect your fertility.
Yes, we've heard that.
It can lead to impotence and all sorts of problems with male and females. So it's so far-reaching that if anyone out there listening to me right now can at least get this part of my message today, and that is to eat healthy, balanced meals and to just maintain a healthy weight.
Yes.
You would have done a lot, not just for you, but for your children.
Of course.
And future generations, because what we do, by and large, that is what our children will copy and doing. So this whole idea of overweight and obesity is a global problem right now.
Absolutely.
And in Jamaica, we're no different.
And it's a cultural problem here as well, because what we do in terms of culture, and I think it's coming from, the Afrocentricity in us, is that we say, oh my gosh, if you're skinny and you go to the country to visit your family, they say, oh, are you sick? You're slim. But if you're fat, they call it fluffy now, and it's, oh my gosh, you look healthy. And isn't that a big myth, Moses, in terms of people who might think that, oh wow, because that you have the fluffy look, everything is okay. It's not necessarily that way. And also, people might be slim and still quite sick.
That is quite true. So it's not only about how much fat is visible, because there's fat on the inside and fat side also, and both are dangerous for us.
Precisely. Now, talk to us a bit about this whole wellness transformation, this campaign that's started on Monday, actually. Talk to us about when it started and why you think it was so important that you do this. I mean, well, obviously you're a health buff now, but talk to us about that.
So we have been running body transformation challenges for over 2 years now,
Mm-hmm.
and we have helped hundreds of persons, literally thousands by now, to lose weight, to build muscles, and just to get healthier. And
Mm-hmm.
we started this program because we saw the need and we realized that persons struggle a lot to do it by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're inside a community where everyone focused on a common goal, then it becomes much easier for the
Right.
supports. We
You
have
get
trained a lot of
motivated.
of
Yes.
the coaches now.
Mm-hmm.
So in our community, we provide you with meal plans showing you how to make a healthy, balanced plate.
Mm-hmm.
We teach you the importance of rest because it's not just about the
That's
food we
right.
eat.
Right.
Rest is important. The amount of water we drink is important.
Mm-hmm.
Stress management is important.
Mm-hmm.
So we take you through all of these in our community, and we're there with you every single day,
Excellent.
answering questions, any challenges you face. We are there with you. We also provide you with exercise sessions that we do online, and we do by Zoom and in a Facebook group, so persons can join from wherever they are, even from overseas. We have
Mm-hmm.
persons overseas that join our body transformation challenges
Right.
and community. And persons also, if they can fit into the time, we record the whole thing so that they can go back and watch the recording,
Excellent.
do their
Yes.
own record, listen to the information
Mm-hmm.
that we give to help them to eat better. Additionally, we have the Health Talk Sundays that we do every Sunday, where
Excellent
we
program.
bring speakers to the fore, and we speak on different topics: health topics, business topics, parenting topic, community topic, just to bring that sense of awareness to our
Mm-hmm.
people
Mm-hmm.
as to things, information they need to know that can help them.
You had a good
But
one last Sunday. Every week is excellent, but last Sunday was good with that youngster, 10 years old, who, I mean, he blew me away with the information he had in terms of financing and so forth. What an awesome little boy.
he
Really
is,
enjoyed
I
that.
enjoy that
Yes.
session because it's so refreshing to see the youngsters
Yes.
informed and paying attention so much. And
Mm-hmm.
you can tell listening to him that there's so much hope for the future of
That's
Jamaica.
right. What an inspiration. And we have to thank the parents as well, who understand their roles, and how they can inspire their children to do well and to also empower them as well. I think we have to say
Right.
kudos to the parents too. Yes.
You know, I want to go back to that weight loss community body transformation challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So you said something earlier that at the start of the year, New Year's resolution,
Mm-hmm.
more persons jump on, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But somewhere along the line, they seem to
There's a
lose
breakdown.
right after a few days. So
Mhm.
we're thinking that we want to get the mindset in the right place before the start of the new year.
Right.
So 28 days will be the last one for this year.
Mm-hmm.
We want to get persons getting familiar and accustomed, acclimatized to the whole idea of doing the right exercises, eating habits, all of these things from early. So
Mhm.
though when they start the new year, they would have already, you already have a head start.
Yeah, and it
That's-
becomes a holistic lifestyle, as you said. It's a lifestyle, not something you do for a couple days, a couple months, and then you go back to your bad habits. It's a way of life. Yes.
And we also have protein shakes and all those things with us here
Mhm.
that provides like a meal replacement shake. So for those who are rushing to get to work,
Yes.
rather than not having breakfast or having something unhealthy,
Yeah, a meal, a liquid meal. Mhm.
raw liquid. That's my breakfast every morning actually.
What did you have
And
this morning? What did you have? Which one did you have this morning, Moses?
I have my Herbalife meal replacement protein shake,
Mhm.
and
Yes.
green tea. Really an excellent start to my day.
Wow.
I do every day,
Mhm.
and it keeps me until lunchtime. And it's low in calories, low in fat, and high in protein and all the multivitamins and
Yes.
those things.
Yes.
So I've been
Powerful.
consuming that for the past 9 years actually. Not
Ooh.
13 years, I'm sorry. Since
Mhm.
2009.
Mhm.
I'm consuming that, and it has been amazing for me.
Right.
So we provide the guidance, we provide the meal plans, and the assistance, interaction one-on-one with persons
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
help. So I would say to the listeners out there,
Mm-hmm.
take charge of your health.
That's right.
Take charge of your body. One of my mentors, Jim Rohn, he said that we must care for our body because it's the only place we have to live.
So
If,
true. I mean, where else are we going to go? Got to take care of it. Yeah, for
and
sure.
it's hard. And I've seen this, young parents with young children. The children want to play, and the parents don't have the energy. Pain in the knees, pain in the back. They are unable to run up and on with the children.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it is sad
Sad.
because children need to play with the parents. They want to have that time. Jump on daddy's back,
Of course.
run up. And it's hard when a child loses out on all of those things. And for whether we're parents, yes or no, I just think that we have that responsibility.
Absolutely.
And to lead by example for the persons around us.
Yeah.
I think that's a great way to live our life.
Yes.
Stay healthy, eat healthy. And we want to help persons with that. We have been and we want to help more people. We want to make an impact on Jamaica in particular. And so we invite persons to just, reach out to us, or we'll reach out to you, and we will help you.
How can they do so, Moses? What are the steps to take to actually become a part of this whole transformational project of
I'm going
weight
to
loss?
send you a link that persons can click just to do the registration. I'm also going to give you my phone number. So person can just send me a WhatsApp message. It's 876-778-1507.
Say that again first, please.
876-778-1507.
Right.
Can call or WhatsApp that number. And I'm also going to send you a link. I don't mind if you could share it for me with your listeners. If they're so inclined, then I would be happy to answer any questions that they might have.
Absolutely.
So that's your WhatsApp right now.
Yes.
And
you know what is so awesome too is that you're a picture of health, because sometimes people are promoting stuff and you look at them and you say, really? I don't feel inspired to do this because I'm not feeling inspired. But obviously you're a picture of health because you not only just say it, but you're actually doing it. You're working it, which is, very, very important. What has the response been like so far? We know you started on Monday. Today's already Wednesday. How's it going so far?
It's going really good, actually, really good. We really want to get more people, though, because we realize that 2/3 of our population are actually struggling right now with having too much weight.
Yes.
So that is a problem. So we have so many persons out there that are in need of this support, and they probably don't even know where to turn.
Right.
One of the also, we guarantee our persons that they will get results. So we're not on a trial and error thing. And it makes a major difference when persons know that they are able to get to get a guarantee on what they are doing.
Right. And what I like also is that, okay, it's October now, and we're moving into November. The big Thanksgiving celebrations coming up. I think it's on the last Thursday of the month of November. In America in particular, bigger holiday than even Christmas. And they really and truly eat up a storm, and then we move right into Christmas. So this is kind of preparing you now for that, and also the discipline to start again in January. When I think you say you might be doing a 3-month, probably 90 days, which is really needed after all that yamming. So, I really like how it's being done. We start now and you prepare and so forth, and then you build yourself up, you have a little break, and then you come back in January. Well done, well organized, I must say. Yeah, well organized. So I know.
If I may,
sure, go ahead.
That if you overindulge today, do some extra exercise tomorrow. Get carried away, you're at a birthday party or something, Thanksgiving. Then tomorrow, put in a 30 minutes extra walk, treadmill, whatever it is that you do. And the more you overindulge is the more exercise you need to do to burn it off. Because if you don't burn it off, it's going to store, the body's going to store it.
Yes.
And you don't effect of this today or tomorrow. It takes time. And suddenly one morning you wake up, you have a big belly, you have love handles, you're losing energy, and that is sad.
Lord, yeah.
So get busy, get active wherever you are, and get enough rest. But the nutrition is number one. And that's where I really want to help persons to provide some guidance for them, how to prepare healthy balanced meal.
Yeah, this is so good. This is so holistic. And what I like too is that you don't feel alone. You know, when you're alone, that's when you tend to drop off. But when you have guidance, you have counselors, you have, persons like yourself and others who are there, coaches, to
Yes.
support you. This is the way to go. And it's virtual. So you don't have nothing to worry about. You're virtually exposed.
And another thing too, the persons that are in the community, if they, let's say you are there and they don't see you today, somebody, one of the participants will reach out there and say, hey Denise, what's up? You okay? I didn't see you
Love that.
around it. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Well, we're really excited about it, and we want to congratulate you and your team for the great work that you were doing. And of course, on Friday in the Conscious Reggae Party, I don't know, you'll be back or someone. We want to also interview some of the persons who are on the Health Sundays.
Yes.
Health
So
Sundays.
for Friday,
Yeah.
I won't join you Friday, but Dr. Shaibar Virgo, Nicole, and a couple of the persons that have been getting results.
Yes, excited about that. Yeah. So she'll be on Friday.
On Friday, yes.
All right, great. And we'll be having every Friday right through until the end of the 28 days, which are 4 weeks.
Right.
Yeah, we'll be there. And of course, we'll be back on again if it's egg in it, I read them say. We're back again in January, man. Yeah, loving it. Thank you so much. Keep up the
Thanks for
great
having
work. And I want to also acknowledge, of course, a successful businessman. Before we had we spoke about your life and how you reached to this particular point, hard work, and so we're going to do one of those again in December because we need people to be inspired. And just a business coach, health coach, philanthropy is a big deal for you as well. So we salute you for all of these things. Keep up the great work, and we'll see you guys on Friday. Yes.
very
Thank you
much,
so
and
much.
congrats on this wonderful work that you're doing here also.
Thank
To
you
and your
so
team.
much. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Take care
Thank you.
now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that's Moses Chaibar, a successful businessman, son of Westmoreland. Yeah, who is extremely successful in the business world, but has also recognized that you have to be healthy. You got to be healthy. You got to be, mind, body, spirit, and soul. And he's absolutely doing that. And now spreading it out, spreading his wings to incorporate persons to be a part of this. We have a health problem here in Jamaica, especially after coming out of the pandemic. It has been an issue with weight gain, not eating healthily. And of course, we have to address also the mental health issues. And that comes also from not eating properly and being stressed out. Very important. We'll talk more about that on Friday, all right? So once again, we say thank you so much to Moses Chaibar and his team, successful businessman, business and action coach, about the body transformation and fitness challenge. Let's go. So, not because you're slim, right? You're necessarily healthy. You're Mrs. Brown, after, some of them food I'm see you eat, and you're a big foodie, like myself here. We're foodies, Yeah, man. So we keep active, yeah. All right, so coming up in a couple minutes, we go right to Arlene Bailey. I want to thank all of you on Facebook, on Denise Isis Miller, and you're also on Roots FM Facebook page, and we can't leave out what else are we on? Twitter, we're on YouTube. We're on YouTube as well. So coming up, I'm so looking forward to Arlene Bailey, always having a great program, so passionate and just really into what she's doing in terms of the community, all